Hi there, Rob here with 1,250 points of Tau, setting against Nick's Orks. We have here my Chasseau commander with a plasma rifle and a missile pod sporting 2 shield drones. Right next to him we have 6 Pathfinders set up in their Devilfish. Their Devilfish will be equipped with a smart missile system, fletchet dischargers, disruption pod, and a few other things. We have my stealth suits, 6 of them with a bonded team leader. No fusion blasters, just burst cannons. We have my 2 crisis suits. They are Chasseau each, carrying twin-link missile pods and a targeting array. And behind that we have my actual hammerhead, sporting its railgun. Here we start arriving on the coalition forces. We have a grouping of 12 tactical marines, which are representing 12 fire warriors. We have 12 fire warriors. Both teams are bonded. And then we have a grouping of guardians representing 17 crews.
Alright, Nick here doing a little bit of a different orc list than usual. I have my Big Mac custom force field, Power Claw boss pole. Next to him, 6 Ludas. Next to them, 5 flash kits with the Daka and Shootier upgrades with a Pain Boy. Next to them, 19 Gretchen with a Runter. Next to them, 2 Coptas, 1 with a Buzzsaw. Behind them, 3 Coptas, 1 with a Buzzsaw. Next to them, 12 Shooter Boys with a truck. Knob with a Power Claw boss pole and a big shooter in the unit. Next to them, exact same thing, except the Knob has a big chopper instead. Next to them, 11 boys, Knob with a big chopper boss pole and a rocket launcher in that unit. And next to them, 20 orc boys with 2 big shooters.
Alright, so we're doing Annihilation today with the Dawn of War deployment type. First off, we've got Rob's Fire Warriors in the forest, his commander right beside them, more Fire Warriors on a little hill, and in the back of the battlefield over there is Nick's truck with his Big Mac and a squad of boys in it. And Nick steals the initiative.
Alrighty, so fucking Gretchen in reserve, these guys in reserve, these guys in reserve. Flash gets moved onto the table. This truck just kind of readjusted. These 2 moved onto the table. This one shot at the Fire Warriors with the 2 big shooters, killed one. Ludus moved onto the table, and now everyone is within 6 inches of the custom force field. Woo!
Hi there, Rob with Tau's first turn. We have our Fire Warriors sitting here in the forest. They didn't really do anything. We're out of range. My Hammerhead moved on, shot a submunition shot into the cluster of tanks. Didn't do anything to the first 2, but was able to immobilize the back one. We have my Commander, we have my Crisis Suits all firing their missile pods. None were able to, well, none of them fired their missile pods, none of them were able to see it. My Devilfish with its smart missile system was out of range, and my Fire Warriors weren't able to see their target. That was my turn 1. I still have my Kroot as well as my Stealth Suits sitting in reserve.
Alright, flash kits moved up here, didn't do much. This thing moved up just to kind of block the flash kits. This thing moved up. This thing didn't do anything because it was immobilized. It shot at the Fire Warriors and killed 1 or 2. And the Big Mech managed to mech tools the immobilized away. Luda's got 3 shots each, fired at the Devilfish, managing to stun it. My outflanking Coptas came in, shot at the Fire Warriors, didn't kill any, then assaulted and managed to destroy them. And that's my turn.
Hi, Rob here with Tau's turn 2. I had my Kroot actually come in from reserves, sadly on the side of the field that I did not want them to. They're currently making their way towards cover. My Fire Warriors shot, hitting only once on a truck way over there, actually detonating it and having it roll and careen out of control until it landed here and deposited its orc payload right there. My Hammerhead shot, fired, didn't hit anything, didn't do anything. My stealth suits. My crisis suits gathered up, fired off various missile pods. Actually, these 2 didn't because I didn't check line of sight and was blocked by this little piece of terrain right here. This guy fired off a couple shots into this boy squad, killing 2 of them. My Pathfinders disembarked, started taking covers, getting ready to light some targets up. My stealth suits actually came in way over here. We're planning on shooting at a nice big purple wagon, but it was gone by the time they did. So they shot at the gray one that was currently over here, sending it exploding and careening and depositing more orcs pretty much on my doorstep. And that's where I am at the end of turn 2.
Alright, so Gretchen staying off the field like they should. 20 boys moved onto the field, shot at the Kroot and killed 1 of them. These guys moved up, shot the Fire Warriors, did some wounds, but they made their saves. Coptas came onto the field, assaulted the stealth suits, completely killing them. Flash kits killed 4 of the stealth suits before the Coptas finished them off. truck, I don't think even did anything that I remember. These guys moved up some more just to get, so they can maybe see something next turn. These guys, I forgot to move them completely. Fired at the Pathfinders, killed one of them. And then these guys moved up, assaulted the Devilfish, lost, I think, 3 to the Fletcher Dischargers. And then managed to destroy all of his weapons, immobilize it, shake it, and stun it. So, done.
Go. Rob here with Tau turn 3. My group finally made it into the foresty area, and they're now forming sort of a croup pile because there is no level terrain here. My Fire Warriors moved up to make room and rapid fired into the Orks, whittling them down to 3 units. My Hammerhead positioned himself, shot the burst cannons into the Orks over here. Didn't really do much. Fired its submunition into this. It drifted away from them, hit this guy. Didn't do cover save from the big mech as custom force field stopped everything in its tracks. My Pathfinders, not having any shots or anything with their marker lights, moved over here and then used their carbines to whittle down this force of Orks to just the one knob, who did a boss pull, killing his last big shooter, and then fell back 2 inches.
Weak.
He did not deserve to live, and such. Anyways, crisis suits moved. After shooting their missile pods, only 2 of them were able to shoot their missile pods into the copters, killing one of them and wounding the other one. It managed its leadership test. It's not going anywhere. That was my turn.
Alright, so block of boys fired at the Fire Warriors, killed a couple of them. This squad of 3 guys fired at the Fire Warriors, killed a couple of them. The Copters, along with the Flash Kits, fired at the Pathfinders and destroyed them. This guy continues to fall back. Fired at the Fire Warriors, couldn't kill any of them. Gretchen came on and are going to do their good job of nothing the whole game. And the Ludas fired at the Devilfish and couldn't kill it still. And my one Death Copter with 1 wound is just hiding and not giving Rob the kill point.
Alrighty, so my Tau moved positions from this side of the force to this side, fired off a submunition, killing 5 Orks in that blob. I'm hoping I can reduce their numbers by the end of the game, hopefully. My Kroot shot the remaining Orks in here, and that combined with a boss pull reduced them to a unit size of 1, which is their knob, and he has 1 wound on him.
He's also not worthy.
He's also not worthy. My Fire Warriors regrouped, thankfully, and did not fall off the board, and are now sort of nestling half behind cover of this and half behind cover of my Crisis Suits, which have taken up a position trying to defend them. Hopefully they're going to be a little bit more robust than my Fire Warriors, although the Fire Warriors may get shot anyways. Devilfish is flopping around out of water. And that was Tau turn 5. 4.
Alright, so these guys moved over this way, kind of getting away from the Hammerhead. Fired at what was the Crisis Suit and Commander team. Didn't do anything. Copters fired at the Fire Warriors, killed 1 of them over there. Flash Kits again fired at the Crisis Suits, I think did a wound. Truck moved up, got past this piece of difficult terrain, wrecked or immobilized on this one. Boys got it, wogged up 6, assaulted, and this squad managed to completely destroy the Commander and Crisis Suits. Gretchen did nothing, and these guys still cannot kill that Devilfish.
Rob here at the bottom of turn 4. 5. Could end all in now. I had everything in my army dedicate all of its shots to this. It took out all of the boys with the big mech. But just could not finish off the big mech. He's sitting at 2 wounds right now. He passed his leadership test.
Failed, didn't he?
Failed his leadership test. Sorry, my bad. And then with my 1 solid shot munitions, and then continuing the trend of munitions not being able to do anything, I rolled a 2 when trying to shoot and take this out. And that was my turn. Bottom of turn 5. We're about to see if the game ends.
You can roll 6s.
No, 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Please no. Alright, and I lose on 1 blow.